Yeah. Hello. Quest for Connery, the last ever review. We've now watched every single Sean Connery film. First of all,
every single one.
Should we do the thank yous at the end?
Yeah,
thank yous.
Yeah. The last film we're going to talk about.
Watched this morning.
It's also the last one that
we watched. Yeah.
Is 1966, A Fine Madness,
That's
which on the
front
from
is
Spain. In Spanish because they don't make it in English anymore. Well, in the UK anyway.
Showing Sean Connery, Patrick O'Neill, Gene Seberg, and John Woodward, the wife of Paul Newman. And
what did we give it?
We gave it 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
George.
4 out of 10.
I think what we thought was, by the way, it's directed by Irving Kershner, who had gone to direct The Empire Strikes Back.
And this is only the second film he ever directed.
He also directed Never Say Never Again, which is Sean Connery. We talked about that. Look at the review. We thought there was a good film in there.
Somewhere.
A good film struggling to get out of the film.
I don't know. Maybe at the time it worked, but not now.
So we were looking at some of the reviews at the time, and they actually were quite complimentary.
Yeah.
It did really badly at the box office, but it did quite well critics-wise.
But I don't see why, because it's a very mixed bag.
It's a film which should have been just a dark, like dramedy sort of thing.
Yeah, it should have been more serious. The music doesn't do it any favours, continually making out as some kind of farce, slapstick comedy.
Yeah, and they kind of occasionally just like seem to give up on trying to be serious and be like, oh look, here's a Connery having sex in a giant wobbly bath.
Yeah, I think it should have, like you said earlier, more of a kind of drama, maybe darker lighting or something. Well, more intense performances.
We could tell why Connery picked this because obviously it was post-Bond. It was a very, very non-Bond character.
Yeah.
And the script looked. I think the script must have looked pretty good. But we said what it needed was a different star, no offense Connery, and a different director, no offense Irving. Because there are some nice shots in there, but I don't think the director quite got the tone. No, I don't think he was quite sure himself what the tone needed to be. Which
because there's some serious issues in it. He's trying to make a comment on society, which I think he could have done just having a drama anyway. And the main character, Sean character, is Samson Shillito. He's a
poet.
Oaf.
Yeah, he resorts to violence a lot. And I don't think Connery really got the character.
There's no single point where you feel sorry for him, sympathy. You're just like, well, you're an idiot. You're an arrogant prick.
Yeah. We thought an actor who could have portrayed this character, Samson Shillito, these days would be Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Who then could show that sort of like tormented inner character. Then we were like, well, who could play at the time? We sort of Richard Harris, maybe.
Richard Harris,
who I think could perhaps have done that character better.
But you said it needs to show that
levels. There needs to be levels.
Levels. He's tormented inside, and unfortunately, Connery doing tormented just shouts a lot, and he plays it over the top.
Yeah, he can't do it really. I don't think.
I don't see how a film where he continually tries to hit a woman
can go into comedy. It clashed. It didn't work.
There's an attempted rape scene in it at the end,
isn't
there?
Yeah.
And it's like
they don't really deal with it. It just sort of happens.
This could have been some really dark kind of, like you said, drama.
Maybe they were too scared.
Because it goes on about lobotomy and how you should conform to society and things like this, and like Clockwork Orange style, and that's dark. And really, Kubrick does that really well. But this just tries to be kind of a carry-on film in parts.
So like you said, there's a good film there trying to get out, and I think it's worth a watch perhaps if you are interested in film or 60s film or Connery. But I don't think it's something that anyone could casually watch and enjoy.
No.
Like
very slow.
Some films we've given 4 out of 10 and said that you could probably still enjoy it, like First Night for example. I don't think you can really enjoy this film particularly unless you're really interested in it.
Because you're sitting there and you're like, what
are you trying to say?
What's it trying to do? It's not funny, to be honest.
There's a couple bits where I sort of laughed, but more because it was ridiculous rather than anything else. There's one bit of Connery, this woman on the sofa, and she was like completely naked, and he was like fully dressed.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Okay, but yeah, 4 out of 10, and
yeah. So that's
the end of our quest for Connery.
We've watched all 65 films. We've watched 2 other films that he's uncredited in,
which we
don't count. We didn't review those, but that's okay.
We watched a clip on YouTube of the one line he has in one film which never actually got released.
Yeah, that's why we didn't. FIFA the Cobbler. We didn't do a review of that.
We did include Memories of Me and Robin Hood where he cameos.
Yeah, because at least has one line. That's why those 2 are on of the 65.
Yeah.
That'd be it's been a long quest.
Yeah, but I'd say thank you very much for the people who've been watching and commenting. A couple of people, D. Casey, Grinder Stones, and a few others who've been sort of Spaceman, Spackerman, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. Let us know. Yeah, please keep commenting and let us know your thoughts.
Thank you to mainly as well Martin Thieker.
Martin Thieker as well.
Helping us on a lot of the DVDs. Sometimes the earlier ones were hard to find, and he was a great help in that.
Yeah, and he watched quite a few of them with us as well. Yeah. So fair play to Martin Thieker.
There's been a few odd people who watched them with us as well.
Yeah, we probably should mention Gemma Saunders, Gemma Sharp, Hayley Zamore, Sean Daniel, John Bruty, Alex Brothers and Dan George, who at some point watched one of these with us.
Yeah, and had to put up maybe with our Connery quoting.
If we're mentioning people who put up with Connery quoting, we can be a much longer list, really. But
well, I think we might do like one more of these where we go through them in order, list them for you, and reveal what out of the 65 our top one is.
But that'll be coming soon.
So
look out for it. And yeah, please, we'd love to hear your comments. If you disagree with it, you think we're talking absolute rubbish, say it. Just to tell us why.
But we went on this quest to discover the career, the chronological career of Sean Connery. The reviews weren't in chronological order.
No. We didn't watch them in chronological order.
But we just wanted to see the evolution of one of the most iconic actors of
the best actor.
Maybe not the best actor we've seen, but an actor that is, like I said, is iconic, variety. And he's been in a lot of different films.
So yeah, that's the end. Thank you very much.
Adieu.
Adieu, mon Dieu.